EU's single market is the world's largest. It covers 500 million consumers, allowing for the free trade in goods, services, capital and people across Europe. It also includes countries outside the EU, namely Norway, Iceland and Liechtenstein. To its supporters, it ensures that Britain can trade without any tariffs or taxes across the European Union, which makes up 40% of our export market. But to its critics, the single market is protectionist and prevents countries from Asia and the Americas doing their own deals with Britain, independently of the European Union. Many Brexiteers also argue that if you look at current economic trends, Britain will be doing more business outside of Europe in years to come. Tying ourselves into the single market, they argue, does not future-proof our prosperity. Another reason many Brexiteers do not like the single market is that in order to be a member, countries have to sign up to EU-wide rules and regulations on everything from food standards to the number of hours you can work legally in 1 week. These measures go much further than what usually exists in a free trade zone. Now, in recent months, you will have heard a lot about the customs union. It's different from the single market in that it only covers goods once they have entered the European Union. So, for instance, if you're a computer wholesaler operating in Essex, you can import 1,500 iPads from China and sell them to individual retailers throughout the customs union. You will only have to pay an import tax once, and then you're free to sell them throughout the EU without paying additional tariffs. Now, this gets even more complicated if you're manufacturing a product in the UK. Say you're building a car in Stockport. The exhausts might be imported from China, but the windscreens might come from Germany. The car itself then may be destined for sale in Spain. If Britain remains within the customs union, there wouldn't be a problem. We would pay a tariff on the Chinese exhausts, nothing on the windscreens, and then sell the car in Spain without any bother. But if Britain was outside the customs union, there'd have to be a calculation by the Spanish authorities of importing the Chinese exhausts, and that would lead to higher costs, therefore making the cars made in Stockport less appealing to Spanish consumers. Hence why some Remainers claim that if Britain leaves the customs union, car manufacturers will just shrug their shoulders and move their assembly plants to a city inside the customs union. The other issue in all of this is the Northern Irish border, the UK's only land border. The Irish Taoiseach Leo Varadkar has said that he wants a frictionless border, i.e. no checks. But that makes being outside the customs union very difficult, because obviously there'll be a need for checks on goods leaving Northern Ireland to ensure they do not contain parts brought in from outside the European Union. Corbyn today has sought to circumvent this problem by saying that in effect Britain should stay in the customs union. The price for that concession would be that we wouldn't be able to negotiate our own trade deals independently of the European Union. To Brexiteers, that's sacrilege. What's the point of leaving, they argue, if Britain can't find its own way in the world?